Hey everyone, thanks for coming back. We're back with once again with another podcast episode here, carrying on the trend of the summer movie. I can't believe it's already August.
Well, this one's going to come out before the Ultimate Summer Movie podcast. This one, because timing-wise, this one makes more sense, I think.
Oh, maybe, but doesn't it push summer farther down the line? Summer's running out. What is it? On time of recording, this is August 7th.
That is true.
Where did July go? Do we know where July went? Like, I had some ideas, and then suddenly it was gone.
Yeah, that seems to be the way once you start aging up.
Yeah. Did you get any vacation time in?
Not really. I spent the day off on my birthday and on my mom's, but otherwise, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I still can't believe that time.
Also, thanks for the 2 figures. Those are really cool.
Oh, I'm glad. I was excited. And then they were sitting on my table. So I finally I was trying to find a bag. That's why it took me a minute to come over here after my shower today. I'm like, ugh. I put off wrapping them. And I was like, we have so much Christmas wrapping paper. And I was like, I'm not putting it in fucking Christmas.
Do you want to grab the boxes since they're right by your feet?
Oh, they are. Yes. But they were sitting on my kitchen counter. Or do you want to present them? Because they are yours.
So, the first one we got is a really cool Dark Magician girl, and you can see on the back a more detailed version of what the figure actually looks like. She is really cute.
Standout character too for any of those of you who started watching OG Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yep.
Pretty important character.
And then we've got one from one of my all-time favorite anime. Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, which I'm still trying to get this man to watch.
It's on my Crunchy list, but but doesn't show up on my app. We were talking about that in this.
In the podcast that'll come out after
this because in the future, even though it's in the past for us.
Yes.
So this is some kind of Doctor Who timey-wimey stuff, as you described it back in the day.
It really is. This one should be coming out on August 8th, because I'll just ask Danny to do a thumbnail overnight.
Okay.
They are not going to be happy with me.
August 8th now. Wow. Saturday. I don't know where Friday went. That's crazy.
Well, we'll probably be eating at the keg by the time this episode drops.
That sounds like a nice way to spend the afternoon. Who told you of my plans?
Well, we're going to be going there to celebrate the launch of Blended Universe. We probably would have done it last week, but things just happened.
Are we live streaming? In the keg?
No.
Undercover? No, we're not doing that.
So, Matt, what is this episode actually about before we go off on some weird tangent?
Weird tangent? Like The Undiscovered Country?
Oh god, that was a weird movie.
I need to revisit it. I haven't seen it since the first time, but see how easy it is for us to do that?
Yeah.
We can come up with ideas. This is just what we talk all the time. How many times do we meant to do something, and then suddenly 40 minutes goes by and it was, what were we going to originally discuss or possibly put in or play? I don't remember.
I guess we're getting senile in our middle age.
No, we just have so many ideas and so much stuff is going on. And today's busy world that's just jam-packed of so much media and games and news and then if you start talking about the cats, then you got to go through pictures and I got to show you the next 600 pictures I took of them this week.
Well, I always appreciate seeing the cat pictures.
That's why I take them. That's why I like sharing them.
But yeah, we're going to be discussing the movies that we're looking forward to this August, because there are a couple, actually. Usually, August is dry.
It can be up or down, yeah, especially for a blockbuster. Those are usually already out because they got to make the money. May, June, July.
So we've got a list here, and I'm going to have Matt kick it off because I think the first one is definitely more up his alley than it is mine.
On this list I wrote yes, but I think we should go a little bit more into the date-wise, but it is one I did want to see. I think coming up, nothing really stuck out to me for the early August.
No,
the next one would be the end of Oak Street. I'm kind of curious about.
I'm definitely curious about that one. That wasn't the one I was referring to, but we'll get to that one later.
I've been seeing the trailer. I think at least one of the movies we saw this spring, and then I've seen it 2 other times ago because I saw Evil Dead recently, or I guess no, a month ago at this point, or whenever. I don't know. It came out in July. Anyway,
what did you think of it?
Evil Dead?
Yeah.
Evil Dead Wrath? No, Evil Dead Wrath. No, Evil Dead Burn. Evil Dead Wrath is the one announced for 2 years from now. I had a great time with it.
You should do a review for it,
It delivered. Man. I've been toying with an idea. It delivered. The evil was there, it was dead, and boy, did it burn. That's been. So I described that as somebody else, and I was kind of proud of that sentence I put together.
Was it a Disco Inferno, though?
No, there wasn't actually any. There wasn't much comedic humor in this one. There was a character who had some comedic moments. If you've seen some of the Evil Dead, they kind of mixed that in, especially the original trilogy.
I prefer the more comedic Evil Dead films, actually.
Evil Dead 2 is pretty much that perfect blend. Army of Darkness, remember seeing that on AMC channel back in the day when the Channel 64 TV guy, you're like, Army of Darkness, what is this movie? And then you're just watching some skeletons do, like, almost like a Dark Souls fantasy movie more than a scary movie, that one. Especially with the tiny Bruce Campbell's going into big Bruce Campbell, and it got wacky. It was more fun. And the primitive screwheads? Oh, wow, what does he call them? Wow. Anyway, good movie. Anyway, the new one was good. It was a lot more raw, and it gets right into it, and it does pick up. So if you have to watch the other one to kind of...
Okay.
This one I liked... I don't think it's too much of a spoiler in case anybody has seen it. Skip maybe the next minute or so. They actually don't read from the book. The demon is still walking around from the last group at the lake, and these two people just go fishing, and then they're actually on the hunt in this movie because they introduce something new to the lore where there's actually a weapon that can actually kill them in their form. And it's like, oh, and they're trying to find the last one on Earth that's linked to this family and snuff it out. But in my opinion, in some of these kind of like movies where they have this like weapon chase, if the bad guy doesn't chase you, the good guys never end up even knowing that thing exists. And it's like you're kind of undoing yourself there by letting them know, what, this exists and it's somewhere in this house? Oh crap, I better go find it. Rather than just be like, I'll just be a crazy Deadite and do Deadite stuff, because no one's going to find the one dagger left on the planet that can actually take them out spiritually. I just came up with that now, but that's not a critique on the movie because everything makes sense in the movie, and I had a real blast, and it really does just get in there from the start, and it doesn't let up.
I'm definitely interested in seeing it when I can.
Oh, I'll be adding it to my 4K collection now. When it comes
it's that
out.
good, eh?
Oh yeah, well, I want to buy it, but ever since I got the PS5 last year, I crossed over for more of the movies I like. I'm like, you know what? I'll spend the extra $6 or $8, and I'll get the 4K version.
Which, speaking of, we will be getting the Discotheque Toradoras in eventually.
That'll be nice. And that'll be 4K or Blu-ray?
It'll
Blu-ray,
be
right?
Blu-ray,
Yeah.
I think 4K, but I'm not sure. They're kind of weird with that. They sometimes are like, oh yeah, this will be 4K. Oh yeah, this will be standard definition on Blu-ray.
Yeah, some of them are weird. I have noticed there's only I actually only have one. Akira came out on 4K last year. I got the Steelbook. But that's the only 4K that I was kind of like aware. Everything that's still new release, the seasons, even the special box editions, all just Blu-ray. Which I'm fine with, because, I mean, anime, when it's, modern animation anyway, or the upscale, it's looking beautiful anyway. I'm not sure the 4K is going to give me a lot more that I'm not already seeing. Mm-hmm. What do you think on some of the high-definition anime nowadays?
I agree with you with that, because I've actually got the Blu-ray for My Dress Up Darling, and it came with the DVD, surprisingly.
Ooh, that's cool.
And I've been watching that on my old CRT TV up in my room, and even on that thing, which has awful color at this point because I've used it so much, it still looks good.
That's nice to hear.
So it's like...
You're watching on the Blu-ray disc or DVD disc?
The DVD disc.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I still have my PS2 hooked up to my TV, which is one of those, like, big boxy ones that had a VHS player inside.
Ooh. The VHS inside of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a throwback. I had one of those at my cottage, and the first one I ever watched was when I got to go up there alone with my grandparents. We got to stop at Rogers Video in Bracebridge there. Jimmy Neutron had just come out on VHS that summer. Actually, that would have been a great little summer memory there. Not quite a summer memory, but I remember watching it. I got to have all the snacks and stuff, and I got the big center queen bed all to myself. But I had no concept of time, but it was dark. So if it's dark at cottage in the summer, ready to go. But I remember, and I was like, I want to watch that again. I rewound it. I just hit play again. And then I just remember my grandma telling me in the morning, oh, we just heard you. Jimmy, you got to stop doing... She kept hearing the mom in the early scenes. And then I fell asleep 10 minutes into the rewatch, because I think I was only 9 years old. The summer of 2000. But that's a fun memory right there. But yeah, that classic... I thought it was so cool, the VCR built into the TV. That's pretty nice. But it's nice to hear about the quality resolution that can translate even into an old one, especially because PS2 doesn't upconvert or anything. It just uses the raw data and projects it.
Yeah, and I was surprised that it looked good. Like, yellows look a little too red, but that's the TV being... I got that thing when I was 10.
And the fact that it's still working, that's a testament to some nice technology that lasts, as opposed to things nowadays where you bend it the wrong way and it's like, well, you better claim your warranty that we purposely left out a physical damage for some reason.
Oh yeah, I was actually like super worried I was going to break the figures when we had to assemble them.
Oh yeah, the press in the stand there, you gotta get them on the right angle too, because they're uniquely shaped.
Yep.
Which I guess helps you to line it up, but I think they're more durable than you think, but yeah, it's just that fragile care. You just want to take care of your stuff. Like, did I tell you about my first blade when I was cleaning up my lounge?
You did.
Yeah.
And you said that you had to get super glue involved.
And it worked. It's now back in its stand, and I'm so happy, but there was no one else to yell at, because it was me that did it. I
well,
put
at least
this,
it wasn't one of the cats, right?
But, no. But you know Billy from the Saw movies? I got a little plush version of him, and I put him on top of the Blu-rays on the top shelf, and I was like, he's kind of leaning out, but he's like sitting there, and I put the first blade. I'm like, oh, this is gonna look nice, and he falls out and pushes it off, and I was like, that bastard. And then
so he almost committed word I can't say, but Japanese
samurai.
Word. Yeah.
Yep. Wow, now I'm overthinking it. how much samurai stuff have we watched? I've seen Senkoku. Nope.
Seppuku. Oh,
nope.
fuck it.
Senkoku.
Japanese is weird. We are weebs. We cannot.
Senpoku?
Close enough.
Yeah, sure. Let's just call it. You know what we're talking about.
Word that we would say in English, but YouTube would be on our asses for.
Yeah, what is it people use on a live these days or something like that?
Yeah.
Which I was so weirded out, like, not weirded out, but like, why are people oh, it's like an unofficial, like, sensory thing, which is just, that's weird. Which kind of hinders discussion on more serious topics like that.
It really does.
I think, in my light observational opinion.
I agree.
So that's all going from the end of Oak Street. That's going at August 14th. And the other movie, we had both seen the poster at the movie theaters.
Brink of War, yeah. And that seems like something we are both going to love. Honestly, if Matt wants to see it on premiere day, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm off on Fridays usually. I can definitely see what's going on, because that'll be next week.
Okay.
Yes, today's 7th.
So what we could do is we could go see that, go grab a meal, and then come back here and do a review podcast.
Potentially. Well, yeah, so what was it that was standing out to you when we pointed out the poster?
It just had a 90s composition to it.
That was exactly what we're discussing, yeah, because we all... have you seen a trailer since?
No.
I haven't saw that a trailer too, but there was something about the way that poster was put together reminding me of those earlier...
Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, or even political thrillers that, wow, they're escaping me right now. Nope. But exactly like all those movies.
Yeah. Basically, movies we grew up with and were probably way too young to see.
Yeah, like the late 80s, early 90s. There was something about the aesthetic. And it's got, I was going to say J.J. Abrams. Joe Jonah Jameson? Is he in it?
I'm going to look that up.
Jeff Bridges, I think, was in it. There were legacy actors, too, that kind of put it out there.
It looks like J.K. Simmons is indeed in it.
J.K. Simmons. What did I say? Oh my gosh, I was saying his Spider-Man character's name. My gosh.
Well, that is something that you want to see and something I do want to see, but
yeah.
we might not because you usually see Marvel movies with your wife.
Did it pass $1 billion yet? I think it's the biggest. It dethroned Endgame as the biggest opening of all time.
I think it did. So Jeff Daniels is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Harris, J.K. Simmons, Guy Burnett, John Johnson, and then a whole bunch of
others.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the top $3 billion that we recognized. The actual faces on the poster.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and yeah, what was it about? It's about the Cold War?
Yeah, it's about the Cold War.
Yeah, I think it'd be worth it. I haven't seen a movie like that in quite a while.
No, me either, and I think
like the stalemate kind of thing.
And I think a good reason as to why we haven't really seen these types of movies in a while is because of the situation in Ukraine.
You think?
Well, think about it. The West doesn't really want to provoke Russia, and these kinds of movies can paint them in a bad light.
Did you see the new Top Gun a few years ago?
I did not.
With the I haven't seen it. My wife saw it in theaters, and I haven't actually seen Top Gun, but I did pick up the 4K combo pack when it came out.
I've actually never seen any of the Top Gun movies, so...
Yeah, there's only 2.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen it yet, but I'm aware of all the references and stuff in other media to it. But the jokey thing about that one is it was an unnamed country enemy. It was just referred to as the enemy, and you never saw the pilots up close or anything. It was apparently just like the enemy they were after, to not target anyone specifically. Which I'm like, what? Is it so hard to just make up a country for your fake movie?
Exactly.
Or an organization or an entity of some kind? I don't know.
I mean, DC and Marvel do it. Why can't a more realistic film?
It's a good question. Oh, I had a thought. Then I lost it.
The joys of brain not working, right? So I know you said your nephews would be really into the Paw Patrol Dino movie, which is coming out on August 14th as well. August 14th is a pretty stacked day, really. There's 3 films.
Yeah, and I think there were some smaller ones, but I didn't think they were worth mentioning. Or at least they were inputted or like limited engagements. I don't think anything, at least nothing that appealed to us.
No. Though we are going to be covering TIFF in about a month, so...
Yeah, in some kind of capacity. That sounded fun. We've both talked about that for a while, but neither of us have actually been.
Nope. I did want to see Downfall when that came out and was being viewed at TIFF, but I couldn't get tickets because I was too young.
Downfall, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's a movie that's German, and it's about the final days of World War II, and it's basically about Hitler and life in the bunker.
Oh.
There's a famous meme for it.
Oh.
I will show it to you after we record this episode.
Sounds like a plan.
So, deeper into August, we have Insidious.
Yes, Into the Farther, or Farther Into the Farther. No, Into the Farther.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
Return to the Farther. Anyway, it seems pretty good. It's a whole new cast. Well, I think there's like 1 or 2 returning ghosts, but it's a whole new family dynamic that's suddenly being pulled into the Farther for some reason.
And you're more of a horror guy than me. I'm just being upfront.
Just a tad. I see 1, 2, 30 movies a month, maybe. Mind you, I haven't used my Shudder in a while, only because I'm buying all my horror that I want to see, or I'm being recommended on my movie channel from other people who are enthusiasts and stuff. It is my favorite genre. You can just kind of tell any kind of story you want.
I do like horror, but I like a very specific kind of horror. Like Nosferatu, we saw that with your wife. That was a great film. That's right up my...
You came with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see movies. Sometimes I forget who I see them with.
Yeah.
The last Jurassic World, did I see that with you? Rebirth?
No, I saw that one with my friend Jack.
So it must have been Dominion we saw together.
It was whatever one was the relaunch, the first Chris Pratt one.
No, I was dating somebody else. I saw that with them at the time in 2015.
Yeah, but I remember I saw that one with you for sure.
No, I saw it with my date at the time.
Huh. Okay, I don't remember which one we saw then.
It must have been Dominion from, like, 2022.
Yeah, I think...
When everybody came back, and it was like 3 movies in one.
I think that...
Laura Dern, Sam Neill, and Jeff Goldblum were there.
Actually, I don't think I've seen that one. I can't remember. Fuck.
Yeah, remember they were tucking on Dino Locusts?
Yeah, you're right.
And the other cast was doing something else, because it was
and we also saw the most recent Jurassic Park film together. I remember that much.
You just said you saw that with your other friend.
Oh, no.
Rebirth.
Wait, yeah, sorry. Rebirth I did see with Jack. Sorry, I'm getting... There's so many Jurassic Park movies, they all kind of run together at some point.
7 now.
Yeah.
Somehow. Oh, Jurassic Park. That's a great summer movie.
It is.
I just revisited it because of Sam Neill passing away the other week.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Dead Calm. Another kind of summer movie because it takes place on the yacht. That was pretty cool. But Insidious, yeah, that's a fun one. I'll have to rewatch. I'll probably revisit them. That could be a video idea for me to revisit that series in the fall.
Definitely.
But I don't remember the last one. It was kind of mid. Everyone came back from the original one, but it was also, why are we making another one?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we closed the chapter on this whole thing. I don't remember. I just remember the Red Door was back, and that's why it was called the Red Door. And the kid was going to college now instead of being a 10-year-old in a coma.
I've never seen any of the Insidious movies, truth be told.
Oh, they're fun. They're worth it.
I'll check them out at some point.
Yeah.
Just, me, not super big into horror stuff like The Mummy, Nosferatu, the Francis Ford Coppola version of Dracula.
That's the 1994 one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I like the more...
I even like Keanu Reeves in that movie.
Same here. I like the more psychological horror, to be honest.
Ooh, The Omen?
Yeah. Stuff like that. That's where I'm... That's my wheelhouse. I don't really like the slasher flicks. I don't really like the gory stuff. I love Evil Dead, don't get me wrong. But that's it's got a lot of comedy to it. So that's why I like it. And I like comedy horrors like Gremlins.
Oh, Gremlins, yeah, Christmas movie. Debatable, but takes place at Christmas. It kind of is.
Exactly. Then we've got a couple more movies. I know you put down Mutiny.
Oh yeah, there was just another Jason Statham movie coming out from the same. At least I think that was the one I was thinking about. Oh yes, it was. I didn't look any further. He was standing in front of a sea can. He's gonna do some Jason Statham shooting stuff on.
Which I'd be down to see.
I wanted to see The Beekeeper, but I never got around to seeing that. And that's a couple years ago now.
What's that one? I'm not familiar with that one.
Plays a beekeeper, and they're like a code word for a special kind of CIA agent or special operative they send in to, do the stuff. But he's like semi-retired. I don't remember the premise, but he's like semi-retired, or somebody hurts his bees, and he's like, it's beekeeping time.
That almost sounds like a knockoff John Wick.
Kind of, yeah. Well, I don't remember if it actually hurts his bees, but he does take care of bees in the trailer. Mm-hmm. So he kind of really leans into the beekeeper code name a little bit. And then, something happens, and he's got to go in, and even, I think, like a Bourne Identity or the Bourne Ultimatum, where he's got to turn on his own organization for a little bit. Something like that. But it got pretty decent reviews.
And then there's another one that I'm interested in. It's called Tony, and it's about Anthony Bourdain. I'm a foodie, so I'm into that kind of shit.
Did you see Ratatouille?
I did.
I heard that was based on him.
I think you're right on that. I don't remember the exact details. Someone's probably going to correct us in the comments.
Yeah, this is like secondhand. I haven't actually seen Ratatouille. It's one of the few was it a Pixar or just a Disney movie?
I can't remember right now.
Yeah.
I just remember seeing it on YTV one night, and I'm like, I have fuck all to do.
YTV. Remember they used to have Sunday movie nights?
Yes.
What was that called? Remember they had Interspace on Saturdays, the Zone during the weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday was called something.
I can't remember right now. Fellow Canadians, please give us information.
What was that called? See how we kind of just branch out all over the place. But yeah, that was sometimes we'd put that on if we were timed out for dinner correctly as a family. On Sunday night, we always ate around in the kitchen around the big dining room table. And we'd tell my dad, be like, we're not watching the news, Dad. Oh my gosh, do you remember The Wonderful World of Disney? That was one we used to watch when we were pretty little.
I don't remember that one.
The Wonderful World of Disney? It was like a...
You're forgetting
CBC? It was one of the mid-channels. Must have been ABC. That would make more sense. CBC. Why would CBC air Disney stuff?
You're forgetting that I didn't have cable.
You didn't get ABC?
No.
It was like channel 18.
No. Oh. Didn't get it on public access TV.
I guess not. With the antennas?
Yeah.
I remember the antennas. I remember all the houses used to have antennas in the backyard. We used to climb it up a little bit until, we were little kids. But, it was like, well, how high can you get before Dad notices? Or something like that. Like, get down from there. And then, they came down. And then I don't remember how we got rid of it. But eventually they were just all gone from the neighborhood. But I haven't thought about that in years. And then we had one at the cottage until, like, the year 2010. Because it was much old school. Now it used to be like, go out and wave the end, go shake the ladder, because you used to point way up in Muskoka there, and you'd be like, all right, channel 8 for hockey game, or 6 for hockey game, CBC, would come in decently clear, but sometimes you go to like channel 11, it was like static, and you're like, oh, you can kind of make out some sound, and then the rest of it would just be like, and then, bringing it back to movies, was the late movie on Saturday nights. I don't know what the channel was, but that's just what my grandpa called it. And then, of course, as kids, we used to go, well, I'm going to stay up and watch the late movie. And then gradation ensued.
Makes sense. But, yeah, you like food, obviously.
Yes, it sustains me.
Well, you showed me some pretty cool shots of what you had yesterday.
Oh yes, at Hotel X Toronto. Went to the sushi type restaurant that we had up there. I had the Korean fried chicken. That was pretty good before the concert. That was great. Great view. Went to the pool this morning, but you had to book your time. That's why we couldn't swim yesterday before the concert. It was a nice way to start the day.
But yeah, I think that's definitely a movie that's right up both of our alleys.
I'd be down to check it out. Trying to think of another like food movie I might have seen. The only thing that comes to mind I've seen glimpses of would be like the Julie and Julia from
Which I
15
wanted,
years ago.
which I wanted to see, but never got around to.
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces. Back when you could watch bits and pieces of movies, because
Yeah.
did you ever do the last channel if your main show or
Yeah, yeah.
movie was on this and you'd switch over to something else
Yeah.
for the commercials?
Yeah.
But did you ever forget you were watching the other movie and go, oh crap?
Yep.
And then like, oh well, now I just don't know where I am anymore.
Yep, I did that quite often.
Channel the jump or last, depending on the flicker you had. Oh my gosh, I haven't said the word flicker in so long. Where's the flicker? The controller, the remote. Wow, flicker.
And there's one that you listed called Spa Weekend.
Oh yeah, it seemed kind of worth mentioning. I don't think it's Judd Apatow, but it seemed like it had Leslie Mann and well, I forget everybody else in there, but like they've been around. They've been in those Judd Apatow type comedies like This Is 40 and wow, blanking on everything else, but his whole media empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like a comedy, like one of those movies, kind of like years ago, Snakes on a Plane kind of came out right at the end of summer, which is like, why not throw this out at like the beginning of summer for people to just kind of gradually go through as a pure popcorn summer movie.
Yeah, that would have been a great like early summer film.
Yeah, but I remember it came out like the week before Labor Day, and it was like, wow, the advertising campaign around it was pretty decent. Like it was a lot of hype and get these, like especially in the trailer somehow they got a clean version or an edit of it. Which, what do you think of trailers when they show you the ending?
Those piss me off.
Yeah, but you don't realize it until you're like in the movie and you're like, oh wait, I've already seen a glimpse of this final action shot or something like that, and you're just like, ugh. There should be a rule about the trailers.
I agree.
Only show stuff in the first like 20 to 25 minutes tops.
Yep.
And maybe bring back narrators that can just hook you in like a minute. You don't need to show me a 4-minute trailer sometimes.
Exactly.
That tells me the whole movie.
Exactly. And I've been told that I would have been a great guy to do those movie promos because my voice is so damn loud.
Come see my movie. That's all you gotta say.
Exactly.
That's all you gotta tell me. Just tell me it's. I don't even need to know who's in it. I can recognize him if I'm watching the trailer.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think. Oh yeah, and the other one of the big ones we were talking about, Coyote vs. Acme, coming out on the 28th though. It's like another one, but that one was kind of left in a limbo. We were unsure we were ever gonna actually see it.
Yeah. And I really want to see that like ASAP, and get a podcast episode out.
It definitely is. It's just some other animation kind of getting a chance in the spotlight there.
I'm glad that we're kind of in a golden age of animation now. Whether it be anime, regular animation, like, it's just great to see.
Do you think it's a golden age?
Do
you think there's a mainstream appreciation for it yet?
I do.
And what about studio respect for it? Because look what just happened with the Avatar movie.
True.
And they revoked that from the theaters and relegated it to Paramount.
True, but...
And though I was able to buy it digitally, I didn't really want to sign up for Paramount Plus again.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple days ago, they released it digitally. But then, it was just last night, because I like to fall asleep to different things. My digital copy of Lady Death is no longer on my Apple. Like, I can click it, but I can't. It's been removed. And I'm
weird.
Like, oh, you bastards. Well, that's just another case for the actually buying instead of paying the $12 and just leasing it indefinitely until they're like, oh, it's actually gone. We're sorry.
Which we covered. Which we covered in a previous episode. Go and watch that after this one.
One of our first episodes.
It was the first podcast episode.
Was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember which one we ordered in.
Yeah, we went that one first, then we went Supergirl, and then we went anime that we're looking forward to.
Yes. That was it. And then, what was the Legend of the White Dragon that comes out the same day as Coyote?
It's a Jason David Frank movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the pitch sounded kind of neat, but again, a lot of these movies I haven't really heard anything about.
No,
you think some of the marketing would be
which is weird,
YouTube
like,
or something.
Which is really weird. Like, usually I'm getting spammed with film trailers. Like, it's crazy. Why do you think it is that they're not really showing us anything for trailers?
I don't know. Maybe the source of going to that stuff. I know I don't get ads on YouTube anymore because I pay for YouTube Premium, and I've had for a few years now. So when I'm
so
logged
that
in my
explains
creators,
why I see YouTube Premium in my revenue sources sometimes on my main channel.
maybe anybody else could have YouTube Premium too.
Yeah, but you're one of the only ones I know who has it, so that explains stuff.
Yep. I just want to get to the video.
But we both grew up with Power Rangers, so that's going to be like an interesting thing for us.
Yeah, kind of a public turn. Kind of like reminded me a little bit of a Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, when Lex Luthor turns everybody on them, and they're like, oh. But I couldn't tell if they're like outskirts on their own, or they just kind of disband and just meld into society.
But, I put it there because I liked him as an actor.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, outside of that, I think that's like everything that's kind of coming out that even sounded
decent.
Yeah. There's still a couple but I'm not sure I'm gonna rush to see Toy Story 5 in theaters. I still haven't seen that, despite it doing what. Do you think you'll still see it in theaters, or do you think you'll just wait till streaming? Was it even on your list?
I mean, I love the Toy Story franchise, but the last ones I know have been like super emotional, and I'm like, I'll just wait.
Just wait, yeah.
Because I don't like to get emotional in the theater if I can help it.
Yeah, the announcement around it a couple years ago was like, really, another Toy Story? And then once they released the first trailer, it was like, okay, interesting premise. But also, you got to think, like, these toys are like 30 years old. Are the kids still playing with these 34-year-old toys? They're kind of vintage toys. I remember once touching my uncle's, like, He-Man toys. I don't think we really recurred to play with them a lot. Actually, the Castle Grayskull was pretty cool. It was like that model thing. No idea what happened to it, but it was at my grandparents' house for years. In their big basement. But again, I wasn't rushing to it. The Minions kind of keep going on, but they're like little fluff movies.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly the target audience, but
no, me either.
I was 19 when that first one came out, Despicable Me, and it's funny to think that it's still just going on.
It is indeed. But August overall weak month for movies.
Yeah, kind of just. No one would say a direct fizzle, but just like here we're gonna try to push through the door, and then here we go, and we're gonna start spooky season. We'll see you guys after Labor Day, that kind of thing.
Which you're definitely much more hyped up for than I am.
Oh, I love spooky season.
Yeah.
Start my own watches. Even streaming and stuff has like original movies that come out now. They're always fun to see. The last couple years, the VHS movies.
Adam Sandler even has a horror comedy movie on Netflix.
A new one right now?
A couple years old. It takes place on Halloween.
Oh, you're thinking of Hubie Halloween.
Yes.
Did you know that's 6 years old this year? I'm pretty sure that was 2020.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure. Now I really want to know. Because it took
the joys of having technology at our hands.
Yep, 2020.
Wow.
6 years old this year. Made it after he didn't win an Oscar for his Uncut Gems movie.
Which I still have yet to see.
You know, I haven't seen it yet either. Heard good things.
Maybe that's a podcast down the line. But yeah, August, not really a strong month. Some interesting things, but not enough to really feel like you have to rush out and go and see it, except for like the few that we highlighted.
Yeah, and I think it'll be easier to catch up on some of the ones we haven't seen. Or some anime or some at-home shows we're watching, like Sterling Point. Mention that in the future, so you won't have heard that yet. Sterling Point just came out on Amazon.
And like you said, filmed in Muskoka, right?
Mm-hmm. And takes place in Muskoka. Port Carlene. Oh, looks pretty cool. It's been pretty cool. I've only watched the first episode because they're hour-long episodes. But Amazon did the drop the whole season thing. But I've actually been slowly going through some of those. Like King of the Hill's new season, I've been watching one a day with like dinner. And like, you know what, I want to soak it up. Like even I was a couple weeks behind this week from House of the Dragon, but I watched my one episode and I just wanted to sit with the cliffhanger for a couple days. I might watch the other one when I get home tonight or tomorrow. But I just wanted to sit with that cliffhanger before this, and then I think the finale is this Sunday. I think there's only 8 episodes, so I'm already up to 6.
That's one thing that is good about Blended Universe. It kind of gives us an excuse to get through our media backlogs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, not much more to say, really. So go and check out our podcast about physical media, or go and check out one of the other ones. We've got a couple episodes now.
Yeah, especially that one in the future that isn't out yet, but is for the past for us. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. I guess we'll see you in the next one.
Yep.
Or have already seen you, if you're watching these in order. See ya.